hint of movement there. This time pitching just outside the off stump. And Parimarjan tried to go for that drive as the top scorer. He's batted magnificently throughout this tournament. And he's well supported, Parimarjan. Oh, look what has happened. In swinging delivery to the very top scorer of the tournament and picks up the wicket right up there. Bhutan, what a start, Sanjay Dorji. Just have a look at that one. Highly unanticipated start from Nepal. He really went after that without having much a look at it. And look at that, the left-arm seamer, beautiful in-swinger. And what a start this is for Bhutan. And this time a thickish outside edge that flies off over the slip cordon, and umpire signals a boundary. So a tentative start from Nepal. Once again, the fast bowler would have thought that he picked up a wicket up there, Sanjay Dorji, and definitely see. Oh, just when I say that, once again a similar sort of delivery. This time it's Prasiddha Jesse who has to walk back to the pavilion, and he's outdone by another splendid delivery from Sanjay Dorji. Absolutely brilliant. And bowled him. What a delivery. He was the man in form, and Sanjay here. And what a moment this is. The left arm seamer strikes again, and this is definitely a massive moment as wickets in general in the wickets column. It's how they have come. And an attempt there to just pick on Kinley here goes over the top of the infield, and signs of real intent out there. Ronak Srivastav is just watch his partner just take that one over the top of the infield, and I think that will give him an idea how to just shift the momentum boundaries. And he's showing intent with crisp stroke play, while Shivansh has also looked good, and now he will pick up a boundary as well, so he's joined the party as well. So far he was busy rotating the strike, and now once the opportunity arrived, he's played that quite nicely. Look how well he does to reach the pitch of the ball, and eventually square drive. And slightly shorter pitch delivery. He knew that there was no fielder in the deep, and that is well navigated by the batter. Short pitch delivery and nicely pulled away. And that has been the story for Kinley. The other day we did not see Shivansh put on a big score, but Ronak Srivastav definitely, if he stays out there, he can score big. The other day he scored 88 of 71 deliveries. He definitely plays with a very healthy strike rate as well. So if Ronak stays, it will be very difficult for them. And once again, just when we spoke that, it's been another very good looking boundary for him. Once again through the offside. This time cut away quite nicely. The fielder had short cover, had really no chance to stop that. Another good shot, and yet another boundary. Sonam Wangchuk was brought back into the attack after the change, and so far has been very expensive. And it looks like these two batters have really decided and with that really a shift in the momentum coming for Nepal. They've started to attack, and it's been a very good innings from Shivansh. He's picked up his half century already. It's 52 that he has done so far in just 50 deliveries. Even his over was expensive. That last one went for 12. Is there an opportunity? Is there an opportunity? And that's been given. This is quite disappointing when it comes to the running between the wickets and the kind of show that Nepal has put so far. A brilliant throw, and he was going nowhere. The non-striker was absolutely not interested, and I don't know where the batter was going. And this has been a very disappointing end. They definitely wanted to pick up a wicket, and this comes off with an excellence in the field. having to once again build a little bit of a platform and then go on from there. Short pitch delivery, cut away nicely. That's a very good looking shot from the batter. And once again, just come out to bat and presented with a loosener and picked up a boundary straight away to open his account. The new batter out there is Sugam Budatoki. Already placed a very good looking square cut for a boundary. And Desenglody will be a little bit disappointed because he bowled well so far in that over. And on that last one, suddenly he pitched one very short and wide away from the batter. Easy pickings, really. And once again, someone like Sugam will not really let that one fly by. So it's a good shot to open his account. Nepal is batting with a very healthy run rate here. They're just a touch below 6. And once again, this time pulled away nicely on the leg side. And no chance for the fielder in the deep. That will be another boundary. And this time from the bat of Ronak Srivastav. And he's quickly moved on to 40 of 44. And that boundary will really help the scorers for him. Looks like it was Sugam who just capitalized on that short pitch delivery. And the fast bowler to continue, pulled away nicely on the leg side. And another boundary. This time, once again, to Sugam Budatoki, who is really playing out there with a lot of intent. He's especially good with short pitch deliveries. And this time it was deviating down the leg side. Easy pickings once again. Now playing the anchor role superbly. He's moved on to 47 of 49 deliveries and he's inching closer to his well-deserved half century. He's pulled that one nicely on that occasion and looks like he will reach the milestone in style, and that is a very gritty innings from Ronak Srivastav, truly well-deserved. And for a moment I thought that is the case, but looks like it's Sugam Budatoki once again who's picked up that boundary. And definitely, he is the one who's been the aggressor from the very moment he arrived at the crease. In the first 3 deliveries that he has bowled. And this time he cuts that one away. And in spite of that delay, he picks up that boundary. And in a very good looking style, he has picked up his half century this time. Truly well deserved. Played the anchor role at the start and now he's gotten what his milestone is. And can we see a bigger score from him? It's 51 of 50, so he's gotten that in a very quick run rate. And now it's that man Ronak Srivastav who's on strike. He especially looked good against spin. And it was this bowler who thought that he'll bring in a wicket for Bhutan, but looks like he starts off tentatively. Let's see how the free hit goes. Slog sweep attempted, use of the power this time, and that is the reward that he was looking for. Another boundary for Ronak Srivastav, and he is quickly getting a move on here thanks to some poor bowling from Eldon Lode. In the 4 games, they have lost 1 and won 3. Beautiful looking shot this time on the offside. What a shot this is. One for the photographers, definitely. Ronak Srivastav is turning on the heat here. And look at that, inside out, a very difficult shot to play, but execution is top notch from this young man. What a shot out there because he's been helped by some really poor bowling. No ball signal with the umpire, so another scoring chance. This time it will be Sugam on strike, and he hit the first maximum. Short pitch smashed away on the offside. And another boundary. So runs are coming thick and fast for Nepal here. And quickly, we're seeing that they've started to look very good out there. Short and wide, easy pickings, and the bowler will be very disappointed. And Bhutan will be very worried with the way they're going about it. See another dominant display with the bat in hand for Nepal. This is looking big. Smashed away on the leg side, but doesn't just get it enough. it will be quite unhappy. Sugam Budatoki has to walk back, and that was a low full toss. Really, it should have been dispatched with the kind of form that their batting win. Let's have a look at that one. Definitely, it was a low full toss, smashed it. There was that one fielder only. It is a good catch taken in the deep, but definitely you got a feel for Sugam Budatoki. He batted well out there, and really that wicket came out of nowhere for Bhutan. Wondering why the spinners are the ones who's bowling the no balls. This is the fourth occasion when a no ball has been delivered, and I believe, if I'm not wrong, all of them have been coming off the spinners. So that is quite unfortunate for Bhutan, but Nepal definitely will not be unhappy about it. Taking his guard here, Joy Thapa absolutely ready. He'll be eyeing to launch one onto that sky. Let's see how it goes. And too much of power. He really did not read the length of that one. Just going to hit that. He's disappointed with himself. But nevertheless, one strike. And once again, we're seeing the leg spin to continue. And once again, that inside out shot. And once again, it's the same result. Another boundary for Ronak Srivastav. And another very good looking shot that has been rewarded. Excellent cricket. Excellent shot selection by that man. This time plays that down the ground, and a very good looking shot. And really no chance for the fielder. The bisecting the two fielders out there. And a very good shot this time from Joy Thapa. Use of the feet this time, trying to hammer it down the ground. And that is a maximum. What a shot this is from Ronak Srivastav. For a moment, we were wondering if he's going to try to play safe cricket. But looks like he's trusting his instincts. And once again, when the leg spinner is on, he's really taking charge here. And it is there. Take a bow, young man. Ronak is completed that triple figure mark. And there we have it. Raises the bat and a brilliant 100. An absolutely sensational innings. 100 of just 95 deliveries. And every single run has oozed class, composure, and character. Under pressure early, Nepal was struggling at one stage, and this young man, once again, we definitely have to say that the way he's played the ball, especially through that offside today, he's looked like he's a future Nepal star, and he's definitely announced himself on the big stage. Look at that shot, inside out once again. That has been a shot of absolute class, and this is perhaps the third occasion when he's played that shot and he's picked up a Ronak Srivastav. Definitely not the easiest shot. Last ball of this over. Sonam Wangchuk coming in to bowl to Joy Thapa. And places that beautifully. He had all the time in the world to really get that ball in that exact area where he intended to do. And absolutely full marks to dedication there for Joy Thapa. Flighted delivery, turns that into a full toss and drives that down the ground. A misfield. Disappointing, very disappointing from the fielder of Bhutan, and the body language is really gone down and out. That should have been stopped quite easily, and it just slips at the very last moment. You can see that Sonam is very disappointed with that. And once again, nevertheless, another boundary, and once again, it's to that man, Ronak Srivastav. It looks so good today. Use of the feet, trying to smash it down the ground, and now he's not really afraid. And that is perhaps another boundary. We'll have to wait for confirmation. If not, the fielder has done well. Yes, the umpire signals a boundary. So yet another 4 for Ronak Srivastav. And now he's really starting to put on a show out there. It's already 126 for him. And there it is. It was down the leg side. He positioned himself quickly for that and he launched it straight away. So very good shot once again from Ronak Srivastav, and he's looking very dangerous out there towards the later half. Trying to cut that away, lost his bat, and the keeper was perhaps distracted. Another boundary, and this time umpire will signal byes. As you can see in the replay, wanted to really lash on to that one with a lot of power and eventually lost the grip of the bat. And I believe that was the reason the keeper was slightly distracted. Eventually, it will not make Nepal unhappy. 36 of 116. This is no longer a brilliant innings. This is absolutely epic. What a shot this time down the ground off the bat of Joy Thapa. And that will be another boundary. No chance really for the fielder in the deep. And a beautiful looking shot that is fully rewarded. As you can see in the replay, absolute shot of class from Joy Thapa on that occasion. For a moment, he was toying with the fielders in the deep. And these are the shots that can really dismantle the bowling attack. Let's wait and watch how he goes about it. Beautiful shot, smashed down the ground with absolute power and authority. Another maximum, and he's moved on to 142 of 118. What a show this is turning out to be. At this point, I'm starting to lose words to describe the kind of innings this man is playing out there in the middle. And here we go. Easy picking with that one, and that's 50 for Joy Thapa. And that is another top quality batting. Brings it up in just 57 deliveries. And let me tell you, this has been one of the most underrated yet absolutely vital innings of this match. He walked in with pressure still on. He absorbed it, rotated the strike, and now he's unleashed some beautiful shots. Especially, you can remember those paddle scoops that he played in between his innings, which went for boundaries. Sanjay Dorji will have other ideas. You want to contain him. Pulled away, ball is in the air, short pitch delivery, mixes it up nicely, and a chance there which is dropped. Should have been taken really. That was a real chance there, and I believe that is nothing. This definitely has been something the young players can absolutely dream of. This is why people all over Nepal love their cricket. The previous highest score, this time smashes it absolutely to perfection. Another stroke of absolute dominance, another maximum. And Shizang Dawa has definitely made it very comfortable out there. We knew that from the very beginning. I can assure you the crowd in Nepal is definitely roaring. With 1 over to go, with just 4 deliveries to go rather, can they go past 350? Pulled away nicely with a lot of authority, and looks like that has gone way over the fence. Another maximum, and that is your answer, dear viewers. It's 350 on the board, and the 6 comes off none other than Ronak Srivastav. What a performance this has been. He's moved on to 168 now. It's not looking to slow down. And absolutely launches it. This is once again quite high, and it is finally taken. The intention was to go about it more, and finally this man has to go back now. It was right there. It was in the slot. He went after it. It was long and high, and this time, finally, the wicket falls. It's too late, if you ask me. He's done his job. 168 runs of 132, and finally some reward for Sanjay Dorji. But once again, the batter has been helped by the fact that he's missed it completely. Too few deliveries really have attacked the stump. That's been the only reason I'm not too happy with Nepal with the ball in hand, because momentum was truly with them, and if they have failed to capitalize on it, they only have themselves to blame. In the air, an opportunity, and on the second chance, I think it was taken. So persistence from Suyog has rewarded him. It was a good channel of fast bowling that he was trying to carry on. And for a moment, I thought that will pop out of the slip's grip, but he did well. On the second take, he was able to quite hold on to that one. As you can see in the replay, Suyog Was coming round the wicket, trying to close in on that angle, and you can see that he invited that drive. The good-looking chance created at the slip cordon and well taken eventually inside and try and attack the stump. And that's well done. That is very well done. And it's given. This is exactly what I was talking about. That Bipin Sharma is really the man with the golden up. He's done a very good job with the ball in hand. And the captain strikes in his very first over. Straightforward decision, really, for the umpire. And it was a nice, good appeal. Sense of calmness whenever he comes out in the crease. And straight away, he picks up the wicket of the other opener. The fielder should really start coming in. And almost, is that another wicket? And looks like it. Yes, he has. He's picked up another one. Bipin Prasad, so just picking up from his last game, already has picked up a couple of wickets, and it was a very quiet celebration. I think it was the ball hitting the stump. So yes, definitely another wicket has fallen, and Pellan Lode, who just walked out to the middle, has been cleaned up by Bipin Prasad. He's already picked up two, and right now looks like after that initial resilience, they've already been put on. The Bipin is continuing with two slips. A delivery, 2 in 2 for Bipin. Strike straight away. No chance for the new batter out there to really just have a look at the pitch. And this is some sensational start with the ball in hand. What a man this man is. And he's cleaned up the captain of Bhutan. Karma has to go back. He's a solid batter, we know. But the moment he walked out to the middle, he is greeted. Absolute peach of a delivery. Created that angle and absolutely no chance. He's in disbelief of what has happened. But young man, you have to go back. What a stuff. Bipin Prasad picked up three. Straight up, he's broken the practice. And Bhutan find themselves big spot of bother. 10 overs completed, one with the loss. But now things are looking very difficult. 23 for Sonam, and they haven't scored anything yet. That's it. That was the googly. He's cleaned him up right through the defense, and much needed breakthrough for Nepal, because Bhutan were really trying to just play defensive about it and not really going after anything. And you have to give credit to Sachin. He knew that the batter is trying to read him as a leg spinner, and at the right moment, I think he changed it up, and that was the googly. So went right through the defense, and they lost at this chase. Half of the side is back at the pavilion. Leg spin to continue. And the keeper has no idea where the ball went. Really should have been a better effort with the ball, and definitely by the keeper. Actually, it was a good delivery. It missed out completely the batter as well as the wicketkeeper. The follow-up wickets have been quite brutal, and Nepal bowlers have seized the control in this chase. Oh, look at that. There was an outside edge that picked up by the bowler, but once again, keeper, not the slip, really going after that. Disappointing, really. Batter will be happy that his tower, at least they have something to look upon. Once again, the keeper lets another go. This has not been a good performance by the wicketkeeper of Nepal. A few boundaries have been picked up by Bhutan from that side. So quite disappointing when it comes to wicket keeping today. Once again, a big shot attempted. And once again, a chase is on. So this is turning out to be a very good over for Bhutan. Finally, we see a shift in the momentum. But right now, he's missed out on a few opportunities to keep the wickets nicely. And that will be a soft dismissal, I think. It will be a run out, it seems like. We have to wait for confirmation. Yes, definitely looks like it. Looks like they were trying to sneak in another run, and there was some confusion out there. And eventually, this partnership is finally broken. But I think Bhutan will feel that the fault was there because, of course, the striker called for it immediately, and the non-striker decided not to just have a go at that one. So this was looking like a good partnership. 13 runs were scored on the board. Approach. Does this really help if you score one of 40 and then you are run out? And even then, in that run out, you felt that he did not really have the intention of going at it. So that's really something that we have to discuss. Like we see, Shashank Dawa is really turning it on here. He's also played another boundary. So he is not going to die wondering, and that's better because if you just want to score some runs, at least you're taking your team closer to the target and not just dying wondering. And beautifully done. That is what was required. Shashank Dawa was batting well, but he was caught up in his crease, and that one went just straight through. So once again, it is that man, Sachin Balla, who's been rewarded due to some good bowling. Looks like the batter is Tenzin Lode, who's dismissed. Yes, nicely bowled, definitely well pitched, and just did enough to pick up that middle and off. And another batter is walking out to the middle. The wicketkeeper of Bhutan, it seems, he's played a good hand the other day, but it seems not really been too aggressive since then. Considered just 5, so it's been economical. Oh, that's what has happened. Just now, when I was speaking that he's not picking up wickets, he's done exactly that. And it is that man, Shashank Dawa. His good hand comes to an end. It's 14 of 32. And that is the fall of the 8th wicket. So a good job from Bipin Prasad. And we know that what he can do is very close to another milestone here. He needs to pick up just that one. So let's see. He doesn't have too many overs left. Let's see if we can peak the fifer. Slog sweep was attempted. I think it was there. Just missed it on that occasion. Nevertheless, the intent was trying to bat as deep as possible. Leading edge this time. And the ball is traveling. Kinley will say that he has done that intentionally. He's picked up a boundary here. And he'll say that he knew exactly what he was doing. On the other hand, Abhay will feel that right after coming back into the attack, he's considered a boundary. Bhutan need 299 runs to win, so the margin have been brought down. And that's it. Let's clean him up. Just shaping away from the right-hander and pitched it in the right area, and that brings the fall of Uzair. So just one more wicket remaining, and looks like umpire has signaled the call of cover. Not really, they've called in play. I think one of the player is injured, so they won't be coming out to bat. And as you can see, that was a fuller delivery on the leg stump. Just did enough to pick that off stump. And with that, the last recognized batter is out, and the players are just shaking hands. So, very big win for Nepal here. After putting in quite a show with the bat. So Nepal comes out victorious. They're undefeated in this tournament so far.